video, we're gonna simplify the following problem. So the first step that we're gonna do, we're gonna try to factor out a negative sign there on this last part to see if we can eliminate the negative. So how are we gonna do that? We're gonna have 4 over x minus 1 minus 3 plus the top part doesn't change. It's minus 3x squared over. So what do we do on our denominator? We take minus 1 as our common factor. This becomes minus 5 plus 4x plus x squared, right? Because we know that if we redistribute the negative inside the bracket, it will change the signs. So that's how we best simplify it. And then what we know is that the negative signs will cancel. So this equation changes to become 4 over x minus 1 minus 3 plus 3x squared over x squared plus 4x minus 5. Right. So what is the next step? The next step is to factorize, right? We need to factorize that part to make it simpler in a way that we can be able to solve it. Right. How can we do that? So this is going to be 4 over x minus 1 minus 3 over 1, which we didn't change anything. It's still the same thing. And then plus, okay. So now let's look at this part. What happens on this part? We have 3x squared over, what do we have on the denominator? So we're gonna open our bracket, and then what do we know? We know that we're gonna have x here. We're also gonna have x here. So we need to look for two numbers that when we multiply, they give us, when we multiply them, they give us the minus 5. And then when we add them, they give us the plus 4, right? So that is what? That is plus 5 and minus 1, right? Minus 1 times 5 gives us minus 5. And then minus 1 plus 5 gives us positive 4. Hence, we choose those numbers. So now we need to find our LCD, right? What is our LCD in this problem? Our LCD, so our lowest common denominator on each term, it's what? It's x minus 1 and x plus 5, right? That is our LCD. So now, in order to proceed from here, we're going to have what? We're going to draw a big line, right? And then we're going to put our LCD on the bottom part. And then we have x minus 1, x plus 5, right? And then we're going to say x minus 1 goes how many times to our LCD? It goes x plus 5 times, multiplied by the numerator there, it's 4, right? And then 1 goes how many times to our LCD? So we're just going to have our LCD in full, minus 3, x plus 5, multiplied by 3. Yeah, doesn't matter whether you start with the 3 and write the whole thing, or you start with the whole thing and write the 3 after. It doesn't really matter, it doesn't affect anything. So now, here, we're going to have plus 3x squared, right? So now that we have this, what do we have? And the numerator, we're going to just multiply inside. So we're going to have 4x plus 20. So I'm just distributing here and here. And then what happens here? So here I'm going to have my big bracket, and then I'm going to have my x squared. What's this? This is going to be my x squared. Oh, I made a mistake here. This should be a minus 1. Yeah, it's just a mistake because I was talking about the 3. And then what is this? This is x squared plus 4x minus 5, and then multiply by the 3 outside, plus 3x squared, right? Over this whole thing, x minus 1, x plus 5, right? And then moving along, we're going to get this right. What is this? This is 4x. Let's simplify. 4x, 20. And then let's multiply by the, let's actually take this 3 this side, and then it's going to become a minus 3. And then what is this? This is like minus 3x squared minus 12x minus 12x, and then plus 15 plus 3x squared. So yeah, even if you didn't do that, even if you at the end of the day, you will still have to distribute a negative sign. So that's one way. But as long as you're following with this, you will get to understand it. Right. So in this case, what do we need to do next? We can see that this and this cancels out. We can see that those two cancels out. And then what happens? We have, what is 20 plus 15? That gives us 35. And then what is 4 minus 12? It gives us minus 8x over x minus 1 and x plus 5. So this is our final answer.